really need a shave and a beard and a fucking haircut. That's why I'm wearing the hat. It's bloody childish, honestly. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to DJ Talks, where we try and help you in any aspects of life. In the previous video, we try to help you out with a bit of understanding that it doesn't matter how you look in the gym. And in today's video, we're actually going to talk about falling in love with the process instead of the gym. Now you're probably wondering why, surely you gotta fall in love with the gym. Yes, but understand something. Gym has an image, process has consistency. Now I don't know about you, but one thing I've seen definitely is that consistently going to the gym allows you to get that image of being all glamorous, famous, buff, or whatever it is. So for me, I prefer falling in love with the process. To kind of go to someone, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant said that the dream is not actually the destination. The dream is not the end goal. The dream is that work in between, that waking up early, staying up late, doing the hard grind, taking those few extra reps, or, going the extra yard where other people won't, do today what others can't do tomorrow, that kind of thing. So for me, the process is where it's at. Like for me currently, I'm loving the process. I'm just absolutely excited what the end game is, but I'm loving this process because what I found at the moment, this process is my mental stability is there, and my love for wanting to just keep going is actually there. And I'm not in love with the gym. I love going to the gym, but I'm not in love with the gym because I haven't reached the goal that gym proclaims to get, But the thing is, if you don't fall in love with the process, you might find that you actually won't become consistent. The thing is, a lot of people start to do things and they don't follow through with it, but understanding that what you got to appreciate is that certain things take time. Anything that you appreciate, anything that you love doing, anything that means something to you takes time. So for me, it's gym, and it's what I refer to, but it can be anything. So let's take an example, right? Let's try and break it down into a more believable sense, because not everyone's passion is gym, not everyone's understanding and need for things has got to do around gym. But let's take, for instance, an art piece. So you have an art piece that is essentially taken days or weeks to kind of complete a masterpiece, but it never started out there. It started out on a blank canvas, and the process was the person going through and painting it and literally going through it and finer details, literally taking care of the stroke of the colors that are being used. Now that's the process. Now what we enjoy from the end is just that masterpiece at the end, but we don't appreciate that process. We don't appreciate what it took for that person to get there, because it has taken that person days, weeks, or months to get to an end goal, to a reward that makes them satisfactory but only makes us happy for a couple minutes. Like we can appreciate it, but we only appreciate the reward and not that whole build up. Now that is essentially life. So that, like that painting, it took time and effort. So does life. Anything that we appreciate, anything we love, is going to take time to get to an end goal. So believe in the dream of the process, but that is the dream, and what we get at the end is the reward for the hard work, for the consistency, for the not giving up, for always pushing. So fall in love with the process, and you'll find yourself in a place where you just cannot stop going. You cannot stop pushing. No one's going to tell you otherwise. No one's going to tell you, hey, stop right now, because you're not going to quit. When you fall in love with the process, you become to understand what it takes to achieve the goals, to achieve these rewards. This is the dream. This is the dream. The dream is the hard work. The dream is to become consistent. The dream is to understand that everything that you're going to do is only going to lead up to the reward in the end. So fall in love with that process, and everything else kind of just falls into place. But that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. Wanted to keep you going, that if you feel you're in a place where you just stumped, don't look at falling in love with gym because that is just an image. Fall in love with that process, and you'll find yourself consistently going and consistently love. If it's something else in your life, just keep on working, keep on pushing, fall in love with that process. If you know what that end goal is, but you feel like it's just never coming, forget about that end goal and start seeing what is in between. Start looking at the things in between, because that's what is going to matter. That's what's going to make that difference. How long did you stay in the game? How long did you keep pushing? How long did you never quit? Because that is what is ultimately going to get you what you really want. So fall in love with that process, become engrossed in it, because then you have an understanding of what it's going to take for you to get to your goal, to your reward. And that's it. It's so simple to change that mindset of like, okay, you know what, it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna love it. Because when you start to do that, say now for me as Jim, what's gonna happen is you're gonna start to notice the little changes. For me, it's certain clothes are fitting better. I went this weekend out to literally buy a whole bunch of clothes, and it felt good because some of them just look better. Like I bought vests. I don't buy vests because I generally don't look good in it. Now, I'm not looking amazing in it, but I look a whole lot better than I did before. I feel more comfortable. I feel more comfortable in my own body. I feel more happy, more mentally stable, and it's amazing. And that's all because of that process. And because I'm enjoying the process, I know what it takes, that now I enjoy the little moments. So people see me every day, so they're not going to see massive changes. But people that saw me a while back to now, they saw as I went out on Saturday, I went out and people hadn't seen me in a while, and they were like, whoa, hold on, you look starting to, you're looking good. Like, keep at it, keep going. Like, wow, and it made me appreciate the process more. I hope this video found well with you guys. I hope you maybe took something away from it. If you did, or if you're struggling with something, let me know down in the comments. Maybe we can have a conversation. But if you enjoyed it, guys, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, you know what to do. Otherwise, subscribe and stay tuned for more content. Otherwise, guys, as always, I'll check you in the next.